This is an overview of the D24V22F6 component, which is installed in your MR8 robot. Our learning intentions are to develop a knowledge of some of the scientific principles behind electronic circuits, to understand how various electronics subsystems can work together to form a functioning robot. Our success criteria is to identify and explain a range of subsystems in a robot and explain the interrelationships of the electronic subsystems in a robot. The D24V22F6 is a power converter. More correctly, it's actually called a step-down voltage regulator. It can take input from 6.8 volts to 32 volts and provide a constant supply of 6 volts at a constant current of 2.5 amps. In our case, the power converter takes 7.4 volts from the battery and gives 6 volts to the motor controllers at approximately 2.5 amps, which is all that they should need under most cases. Connecting our D24V22F6 to our robot requires 4 cables. The first goes from the negative of the battery, or the black from the battery, to the ground pin over on the right hand side. You could use either of the ground pins, but in our case I'm going to suggest that you maintain this for consistency and use the one on the right hand side. The voltage in comes from the battery positive side, and you usually put a switch in line between the battery and this power supply. Coming out to the main motor controller is the ground pin and the voltage out pin. For more information, you need to go to the Pololu website and look at their particular details. Of interest may be the stall current or the dropout current, the current at which the voltage, at which this chip will particularly drop out and turn itself off. If you exceed a certain current and voltage combination, what will happen to that particular power converter in that instance. As a warning, you should mark your D24V22F6. I like to mark mine with the bright red texture by drawing just some red dots on top of the 2 little capacitors. Otherwise, if you connect it to your Raspberry Pi, you will basically cook your Raspberry Pi and it will basically be burnt out